my Instagram family. Oh my goodness, you guys. Today is probably, aside from becoming a mother, one of the biggest days of my life. I want to share with you why this is the case. So, first of all, I found the virtual assistant industry 5.5 years into stay-at-home motherhood. And it was at a time when I desperately wanted and needed something of my own. I wanted to find that purpose, connection, autonomy, and also financial contribution within motherhood. But I did not want to sacrifice all the things that I loved about motherhood, including tucking my kids in for naps in the middle of the day, going to the park in the afternoon and getting ice cream. I wanted to have it all. I wanted to have it all as a mom, but I also wanted to have something of my own. So I found the virtual assistant industry, quickly fell in love, quickly booked out my business, and then realized it was something that every mom that I knew wanted and needed, that flexible schedule, but also consistent, tangible income, something of their own that fills their cup that they get to create and do from home without sacrificing a single second of motherhood. And in the second that landed, I was like, whoa, this is big. And it's not just about the VA industry. It's not just about being a VA, but it is about freedom. It is about creating the life that we want to have without sacrifice or anything coming at a cost. And from then on, so for the last several years, to me, the virtual assistant industry has had this much bigger context than just being a VA. I see it as the freedom pathway for women, for moms, all of that. So I quickly built out a program that has had hundreds and hundreds of women go through, completely transform their lives, their finances, but more importantly, who they are as women, finding themselves, finding the confidence, finding the purpose that they always knew was inside of them. It's not that they become this new person, it's that they become more of who they are. And they realize like, whoa, I am a savage, powerful woman. Whoa, I am the creator of my life. Whoa, I can do anything that I want to do in this life. And so we have this amazing community of hundreds of VAs simultaneously while building out this business, serving and supporting virtual assistants in the industry. Building my own business has been the greatest growth game that I have ever gone through in my life. I've found out who I am, who I've always been. And it's this constant edge and expansion of expanding myself and expanding my vision. And not only that, but expanding this amazing industry that I have fallen so deeply in love with. So about 18 months into my business journey, I started going to in-person events. And it truly, it's like, you know, you can sit behind a screen and you can be on all the Zoom calls and you can be plugged into these amazing virtual communities. And, you know, especially if you are knee deep in motherhood and life, it is the most beautiful gift and the most beautiful outlet. But I will tell you, there is something magical about then taking that to the next level. And I actually am getting the goosebumps right now about taking that to the next level and getting in the room in person with these people that you have developed amazing relationships with virtually, where you see them and it's not like, oh, nice to meet you. It's like, oh my gosh, like I feel like I already know you. And in going through a transformative day, a couple days together, you, like every time I go to an event, I'm reminded of who I am because it's a pattern interrupt, right? Like the normal day to day, you wake up, you drop your kids off at school, you do this, you do that, and it's kind of the daily routine, the daily rhythm. But then you go to these events and you're outside of your regular environment, you're outside of your regular routine, and you're like, hear me roar, this is who I am, yes, yes. And it's like it takes off a layer of routine and autopilot where you are awakened, you are alive. And unequivocally, you know, since the last 18 months, I've been going to live events quite regularly. I am not the same person. And not only that, but my network's not the same, my relationships are not the same, and it's all for the best reason. And going to these events, I realized something. There's so many amazing business events. There's so many amazing communities and opportunities to plug in person. But there's not a single one for virtual assistants. Not a single one. And being the type of person that I am, I'm like, well, this is fun. Let's go create it. And so, without further ado, today is the day that VA Fest Live tickets open. It is the day. Like, this is a historic, iconic day for the virtual assistant industry. An event like this has never been done for this industry, which blows my mind. And also, here we are, let's do it, let's freaking go. It is going to be not just the most iconic event for the virtual assistant industry, but it's also going to be the most iconic event, period. I've attended a lot of events in the last while. I've seen, this is amazing, this is amazing, this is boring, this is snooze, ooh, this feels like just a sales pitch and I'm not here for that. We are bringing all of that together to bring you the most amazing conference. But it's not just a conference, not a dried chicken conference where you're gonna sit in a hard chair and your eyes are gonna close because people are just droning on and on and on and on. The whole event is a pattern interrupt. The whole event is an experience. It's like a festival, a celebration of the industry, bringing the biggest names in the VA industry and also in the business community, expanding the context of what it means to be a virtual assistant. Because here's the thing too, this is another opportunity and gap that I see in this industry is, you as a VA, you learn how to book a couple clients, earn $2K a month, completely fill your calendar, and you're like, crap, like, how do I grow? I want to earn more, I want to be more, I want to do more, but I'm completely maxed on time, therefore my income is capped too. And I'm like, there is a different way, there is a better way to do this, and this is the way that I have built my business since day one. Even before I started earning any kind of notable income in my business, my North Star was 30K months. And I'm a mom of 3. When I started my baby, my youngest, had just turned 1. So she was on my lap. So I knew that if I wanted to hit 30K months, it certainly was not going to be working 50 hours a week behind a computer. Not even possible. And still, I drive my kids to school every day. I pick them up every day. Like, this is not the type of business where you sit and you work for 8-9 hours a day. There's a different way, an easier way to build a business. And I have done this in my own business, hitting 7 figures cash in 2 years, scaling up to 100K cash month, all of that. And this is what I teach my students inside of the virtual assistant industry. And it's why we are known in this industry for student results that do not make sense. 0 to 11K months in, I think it's 4 months. Leaving a 9 to 5 and out earning a 9 to 5 in 3 months. Going from 9 to 5 to fully booked VA boss from home in 3 months. Out earning your husband. Earning more in your first month as a VA than the entire year prior. Results that do not make sense. And it is when you have a bigger context for this industry, for yourself as a VA, as a business owner, as the CEO of your business, when you build in leverage and scalability, this is it. And this is the whole context of the event too. You're not just going to VA Fest to be a VA and to be part of this industry. You go because you are a leader in this industry, because you see and feel a bigger context for you. You're not just here for the cute $500 a month, $1,000 a month. You're like, 30K months? Tell me more. Let's freaking go. I'm gonna eat that up. That is what this event stands for. This is for the savage powerhouses, the women in the VA industry, the women who are looking at the VA industry and say, this is what I want to do. This is who I am. And I don't just want to be it. I want to do it. I want to embody it. I want to be a leader. I want to be one of the best. I want to be highly sought after. I want to have my wait list full, 3 months full. So, I better go hire more team and build some leverage and scalability into my business. Hey, that is what we stand for. So when tickets open up in 10 minutes for VA Fest, know this. Know that when you get your ticket to VA Fest Live, this isn't just you purchasing a ticket. This isn't just you going to an event. This is you drawing a line in the sand. This is you saying, yes, hear me roar. This is who I am. I am going to build one of the most iconic businesses this industry has ever seen. Other virtual assistants, they're gonna be like, how did you do that? Who are you? What? And you're like, oh yeah, it's because I'm part of the Savage community. It's because I'm going to the most amazing event the industry has ever seen. This is who I am. So know that it's not just an event. It's not just a ticket. It is you saying yes to who you are, to what is possible for you, to the business that you are going to build. You are going to out-earn your partner. You are going to earn in 1 month what you earned in an entire year. This has happened to me. This has happened to my students. I just see Naomi commenting. She just texted me the other day and said, oh my gosh, I am literally pacing my husband's salary and he's got an amazing salary. She started less than 2 years ago. She will, mark my words, she's gonna out-earn her husband this year. It is done. It is done. This is who we are. This is what we stand for. We're not the average, we're not the normal, and we have no desire to be average or normal. We see, oh, I can do 30K months, 40K months, 50K months, 10K months, 20K, whatever. Sign me up. Hear me roar. Let's freaking go. So know this, that you get your ticket in 8 minutes. The clock is ticking down. When you get your ticket in 8 minutes, that it is also this activation, this identity, this move for your whole body. It's like you embody the VA leader. I remember it was my first year in business in the fall. So I started, I think it was like November or October, and I launched everything in January. I decided, it was maybe Black Friday. I feel like there was like some energy around the timing. One of my mentors had a special mastermind, and it was specifically for 7-figure women. I had not yet hit 7 figures in my business, but I was like, bigger context. Yes. And the investment was like edgy AF. It was like almost 6K a month, you guys. Like, does not make sense. But I also knew, I was like, the bigger context. This is who I am. This is what I'm building towards. And I remember I was on my Peloton. And I'm like, oh my gosh, am I gonna do this? This is crazy. But I am a 7-figure woman. Hear me roar. Like, if I had a shirt I could rip open like Superman, I would do that. But I'm not gonna do that. Don't worry, guys. But I remember I was on the Peloton. I'm like, oh boy, bigger context. I am a 7-figure woman. And I signed up for that mastermind on the bike. I was like voice messaging her as I'm like sweaty from riding the Peloton. I'm in. I am in. The crazy part too is that mastermind didn't even kick off for another probably 6 weeks. But I went on from there before it had even kicked off, before there wasn't any coaching, any deliverables, anything experienced regarding the mastermind. As soon as I said yes, I was the 7-figure woman. And my business went on to the month after have our highest cash month. And then the month after that, it doubled from the highest cash month. I became the 7-figure woman by making the 7-figure moves. And so for you get to make the VA leader moves. You make the moves, you become the person. You do the thing, you embody her. And so if you are claiming and saying, yes, I am a leader in this space. Yes, I am not here for average. I'm not here for normal. Snooze. I am here to be a leader, to be highly compensated, well-known, respected in this industry, a wait list a mile long. If that is who you are, then you get to make those moves. You get to step into the room. You get to experience the most incredible activation that happens when you say yes. And the wild part is that the event is June 12th and 13th, 2026 in Minneapolis. It is almost a year out. So imagine what happens when you commit and claim to being a leader in this industry now. How you are going to move and lead yourself leading up to the events. And I will say too that when you get your ticket to the event. It's not just something that happens in June. The whole lead up to the event is an experience, is a community. Like the whole thing is an activation. You're going to be in a portal now up until the event. You're going to walk into that event and look back on the day you decided to get your ticket and be like, what happened? Like, I don't even recognize myself. There is a distinct before and after. So we are 5 minutes to go, you guys. Tick, tick, tick. So we'll put the link everywhere. And also I see a lot of the queens on the live right now too. You can also get your tickets through them. So all of you guys who have tickets available to VA Fest Live, all of them, put in the chat, you guys, what your bundles are, because we have a whole, like I said, this is not about me. It's not about just being a VA. It is about the movement, the revolution, the bigger context that we stand for in this industry. So with that, we have a whole powerhouse community that is bringing this event to life, bringing it to the industry. And every single one of them has created a delectable, delicious, divine bundle for you. And so you can, like Victoria and Christy, like they have different coaching and support around building and growing your business. Naomi has branding support. They all have, like Naomi's dropping hers in. So you guys all drop yours in. If any of that sounds appealing to you too, know that you can get your ticket through them. And this is really fun too, because I remember when I went to my first event, it was my first like business event away from my kids. And it was a room, I think there was like 200 people there. And I'm like, oh boy, it's like little me, like, hi guys. But I had been in a mastermind. And so I knew some of the people. So going in, right, I had people that I knew. I was able to walk into the room with them, eat dinner with them. We had this whole crew. And that's what you get to do when you get your ticket through one of our VA queens that is partnered up with the event. So you're going to walk in and you're not going to be like, oh boy, like I'm just going to sit in the corner and hope someone comes and talks to me. You're going to walk into that room with a powerhouse pack of women alongside of you. You walk in like you own the place, because you do. And not only that, but today is the day you get your ticket, and then you have all of this year to be in this amazing community, activated, lit up. You make the VA leader moves. You are the VA leader, and you show up with that energy, and suddenly you're booked out and earning more than you ever thought you could. This is what happens. There we go. Victoria, yes. How delicious. Naomi, yes. Christy, yes. So go get your ticket. We have 2 minutes to go till tickets drop. I'm going to hop off right at 10 a.m. and put the link in my stories. I'm going to put the link in my bio. All of our queens on here will also have the link in their stories, in their bio if they desire. So get your ticket, watch your life change, make the seven-figure leader move. Yeah, you guys are all building 7-figure businesses. Duh. Of course. But make the VA leader move. Make the move. Become the person, show up as the person, blow up your business, and then you're going to walk into that room in June being like, whoa, who is this chick? Yeah, let's go. And know too that you're just getting started. Because guess what? You build the VA leader business, the 6-figure business, the 7-figure business, and you realize anything is possible. You're like, oh, if I went this far and did this, what next? What else is possible? You're going to be the one hosting your own industry conference next year. All of you ladies on here, I see you. Okay, here we go. I will see you at VA Fest Live 2026. You are going to walk into that room like the woman who is on fire. Hear me roar. I have arrived. Okay, queens. I will see you in 1 minute in my stories. It's 10 o'clock. Let's go. Okay, queens, let's go. We're going to go put the link up in our stories. Get your ticket. We will see you in Minneapolis next year. It is happening. Okay. So much love, my powerhouse VA leaders.